highly favored. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. Long as my dogs stay by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't.
Welcome back in, everyone, to EA Sports coverage of the NFL. It's Jaguar football as we get back into the action in quarter number 1. So first and 10 now from the 30.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go full strip.
A first carry for Leonard Fournette. There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Fournette running out of the gun. Room here to run. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge. So
a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. Foles. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. The intended receiver was set to Valve, but it'll be 2nd down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Here's Foles. Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. With the first touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Brandon, this is the Super Bowl. A touchdown scored in any game is big. In this one, it's massive.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau, and that makes the score 7-0. The drive summary that time, 5 plays, and it culminates in a Jags touchdown. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They trail early on in this Super Bowl as they come up 1st and 10. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, a scrap for the football, and he's going to come down with it. Heck of a start, a 30-yard pickup on their first play from scrimmage. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Trubisky, flushed out right. Caught by Montgomery. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now it's Trubisky.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. David Montgomery there to make the grab as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And it was a tight window. He knew he had to rocket that thing in there. He got it done.
And when you're able to complete one like that, your confidence has to just go sky high. You just mentioned it. Tight window, zings it in there despite excellent coverage. Result, touchdown.
Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. So why go for that there? First half, you could have tied the game at 7. Why try to get the lead?
Feels like an analytics call, doesn't it? That's starting to really get into the game where they're studying where you can make extra points and the whole deal and, get an advantage. But I don't know that we have enough data yet to really say this is the right play or the wrong play. Maybe in 2 or 3 more NFL seasons.
Could change.
Exactly. 2 or 3 more NFL seasons, I think we'll have a much better study and much better case of what we're going to do.
Well, as Jacksonville comes back out here, it has not been the season that the Jaguar fan base had hoped for. You remember last year, 5-11. 2 seasons ago, got to the conference championship game before losing to the Patriots. There was so much anticipation last year, but 5-11. Well, there was hope and optimism this year, but the season after starting 4-4 really got derailed. They had 5 straight losses by 17 points or more to send them out of playoff contention. They did get a historic win in the last game in Oakland in Week 15, but it will be another season under 500 for the Jacksonville Jaguars.
At the 26-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now Leonard Fournette, and an alley to run. Space to maneuver at the 40, and a cutback right sideline. And he takes this all the way down to the Bears' 36-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the draw, this is Fournette. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps to have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And an alley to run. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13. So 1st and 2nd down went the wrong direction. They'll try to do better here on 3rd and 13. Now Foles. And he's got it. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Let's go, baby.
A gain on the play.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case,
and he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. And he was excellent on that drive. He deserved to be the one to get across the chalk.
Oh, I agree with you totally. A workhorse on the drive. And how about that last decisive run to punch it in?
Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Looking to throw, Trubisky on 1st down. It got his man, complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. 36 yards on the play. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. Here's Trubisky to throw, eluding the pressure right. He'll let this go for the end zone. Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. David Montgomery, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. Now Trubisky will lead the Bears up to go for 2. Now Trubisky to throw. That's a heck of a start to this one for him here in the first quarter.
2 receiving touchdowns, just getting the game underway essentially. I mean, there's a long way to go. If I'm on defense, I've got to figure out how to slow this guy down, because when one guy shreds your team, that's demoralizing. Make him spread it around at least. But right now, he's showing no signs of slowing down.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He's got the hook up with Conley. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a 1st down.
Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
when we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on second down.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 22 yards there, a first down.
Partney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like he said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go, and let's see who's faster.
And not much. Maybe a yard down to the 23. On second down, here's Fournette. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down.
It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
He'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 16. Through an opening, and there he goes. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
And they turned the pick 6 into a pick 8 with that 2-point conversion.
I love how you upsell. That is outstanding right there. What a big-time play. Big switch in how this game was going, and then they capitalized with a little bit on top.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Let's go.
Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a third down and 4 now. Out of the gun now on third down. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. First time these two have hooked up this afternoon, and it's a first down. On the run, it's Fournette. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. It was the linebacker Leonard Floyd on the stop. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And this one also slow in developing as he's maybe getting back here to the line of scrimmage, but not much more than that. On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be fourth down.
They dialed up the screen pass on third down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And that'll hit at the 5 and go into the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. And he's looked pretty good. Does have the 1 interception, but 2 touchdown passes. So Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Past the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. 3 touchdown passes now for Mitchell Trubisky. And the Bears are able to show off their quick strike ability. 1 play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kick. Start your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he won't return this one. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Looking to throw on second down. Foles. Nowhere to